one of the features of the, that I've already discussed of the primary mystical experience is this sense of the interconnectedness of all people, and it's sacred and it's true. And from that arises this sense of pro-social, sense of altruism, a sense that we're all in this together. Well, if that isn't the golden rule, and if that doesn't, speak to the nature of, most ethical and moral traditions.
There's very little of the midbrain that we can actually see. Yet, as I demonstrated in my lecture last week, if the under aspects of the temporal lobes are gently pulled apart, the upper portion of the stem of the brain can be seen.
Among people who have made career commitments to ministry and to supporting people's spiritual growth, what happens with them with a psychedelic experience, and how does that fit with their ministry?
I beg your pardon? My name, it's pronounced Frankenstein.
We probably don't have the power to address that question. We'll certainly follow these people up. And the initial study we have follow-up to 12 months, and we're doing a lot of qualitative work on this. I think what I can say without saying anything specific about the data is that the results are not inconsistent with that we have seen in healthy volunteers and beginning meditators and long-term meditators. That is, there's something astonishing about these experiences, and I'll have to leave it at that. But I think the implications are important. I mean, so the question is, how does this interact with faith traditions?
Very good. Since our lab work today is a demonstration of just that distinction, why don't we proceed?
The next step was religious professionals, and we are collecting the last data on that. It was a study that was run jointly at Hopkins and NYU, and we have made a pact in the study team not to talk about any results until we're ready to publish.
Now, if you don't mind, can we get on with your questions?
So you see an expansion of the philosophical with the radical increase in openness and hypothetically associated neural transformations. Well, now you see a strengthening of that ethic that's associated with this profound underlying narrative readjustment. It tilts people to the positive. It tilts them to the reciprocal and the interactive. It gives them a deeper faith. It's hard to see how all of that couldn't be of significance to religious communities. And then the question is, well, how do you talk to religious people about this, especially if they're more on the conservative end of things? Because a less conservative hypothesis could hardly be imagined, right? It's the psychedelic origin of the deep Judeo-Christian ethic. That's a radical idea. And it brings up this question, well, we lost this technology essentially something like 2,000 years ago in the West, except in underground places. Do we reincorporate it? How do we reincorporate it? And what does that mean on the religious front, like the conservative religious front, with regards to, say, practice?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Yes. We all know what he did.
Well, and as you already pointed out, we're not very good at this yet. Like,
Right.
You've been investigating this for how long?
Well, 20 years now.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you know, all things considered, a drop in the bucket.
Yeah.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.